On behalf of the Moving Matters Project, thank you for being here and bringing wonderful food. So we're gonna take 20 minutes first that you guys are gonna build, and then we're gonna talk a little bit about what does a walkable, bikeable community look like.
Distance to walk and help
Oh yeah, yeah.
I just have this thing, well, Tom and I be careful, but even if I have my car, I never drive.
I know, 3 blocks. Yeah. I think that's been about time. Does everyone kind of gather back around? So, what end of the table wants to start? Tell us what you built.
I know there's a lot of elders in our community that like to get out and do stuff, but their only option is to go down to the community center and walk around the gym. I think if there's a safer environment, like the bike walking path away from the road a little bit, maybe have little rest areas where they can have a place to catch their breath, or just, you know, a little designated spot they can meet up with, you know, just go take a little quarter-mile walk, just something to get them out and about.
I think about the tourists that are often walking across the street and don't pay any attention to cars at all. That if we somehow had even some sort of lighted walk sign, like walk now, and it had some sort of timing, it would help both pedestrians and cars avoid the confusion of, oh, are they crossing the, oh, no, they're not. Oh, wait, oh, yeah, they are. And so the back and forth of that being kind of a dangerous situation.
If we had like one side of the road be a bike lane and then one side be a sidewalk, and have the bike lanes be placed so there's not too many like houses or businesses right in front of it, and the bike lanes could be wider for snowmobilers too.
It's also important to include all ages of the population, because some ideas I've heard like would not work for the elderly, you know, things like that.
You know, I do a lot of running around the county. I run long distance and that. I dress up so people can see me from space. You know, I think infrastructure in the community takes time, and there's a lot of red tape and bureaucracy. You know, I think as pedestrians we have to be super defensive and kind of spread that defensive pedestrian and respectful motorist mentality.
I cross Highway 61 a lot. I walk everywhere. Every time I go on an outing, I have young children with me, and I'm generally not going to be able to hop into a busy or possibly dangerous situation just to get around on bike or on foot. So like having wider areas for that, or more appropriate sidewalks.
We're calling this project Moving Matters, and it's really about working with the community countywide to look at safety and accessibility for people walking and biking. And that, you know, that means a lot of different things to different people, but where we live is really important to us, I think is pretty safe to say across the board. One piece of our project is working with these elected folks, and then the other piece of the project is working with the community. We're trying to show these boards of elected people that actually the community really does care about this issue, and it shouldn't be an afterthought. It ought to be part of how our transportation system is planned and how it's, you know, evaluated, or how they look at what projects get done and where. And that doesn't mean it has to cost extra money, but just looking at including the needs of people.